you so much for your order. This is a how to use your puppet video and what's in the box. In the box you'll get a puppet and you will also get a plate. I'll show you the plate. There's a plate in here. I haven't bent this one very well, but there is a plate. This is a new plate. There's a plate in here. All plates come with a plastic coating. You can't really see it. There's a plastic coating there. If you see that little bit coming off, which you cannot see because the graphic, because wow, the focus on this machine is terrible. There's a plastic coating there. You can peel it off when it starts to bubble. I usually leave it on there because it's extra protection, but you can peel it off when it starts to bubble. If it starts to lift, there is a plastic coating on top. This will come straight. Just bend it with your fingers. I've done this very lightly. Bend it with your fingers in about 2 places there and there to look something like that. This will come straight in the box. And then it goes so that it fits nicely over your shoulder. This could have a bit more of a turn, but it's not bad. This is a new one. I couldn't find my current one. When you're using this, you also get a magnet somewhere. Make sure that you don't lose the magnet. It'll be somewhere in your box. So put the magnet on the plate and then put the plate underneath the topmost pieces of clothing. So I've got the lower clothing there and then the topmost piece of clothing on. This is velvet, so it may need the magnet, but currently I don't have the magnet. Then puppets. Every puppet likes to go, everyone likes to go do a bit of exercise before they go out for the day. So do your puppets. Exercise for your puppet is hold the body and just grab the head very lightly and just turn it like that and like that. So turn it like that and like that. It just moves. You'll see it gets a bit stiff if it's been sitting and not moving for a while. It just makes it nice, more flexible. And then make sure you've got your magnets, all the fur away from the magnet, and that you're not sitting on your tail. See, I'm sitting on my tail. You don't want to sit on your tail. You want the tail to be behind you and over the cord. Tail behind you, over the cord. Make sure you're sitting on that plate, which is there, and I'm currently on that plate. And you can either have, with this guy, you can either have the wings on the inside, which is usually what I like to do, so you don't see the feet, or you can push the feet in and have the wings on the outside. There's another feet. I can't see because I'm looking in the mirror. Like that. Or you can do it like that. It's totally up to you how you want to wear him, but it's totally up to you. Now to use the cord, I'm trying to get the cord. To use the cord, now to use the cord, push down will make him look up. So all I'm doing is holding onto the black and pushing down the brown. That will make him look up. And to turn him, hold the black, turn the brown. Hold the brown, turn the brown. Hold the brown. I'm all turning the same way. You can watch this a few times in the picture to get him to work out what I'm doing. I'm just twisting and then twisting the same way in that. So I'm holding the tension here. Now to make him get a little bit of extra turn, you push down and that should give him a little bit extra. See that? He gets a bit further. And then you let go or slowly move it back. He goes back into the middle. And then you turn him the other way. So just turning that turn and he'll look the other way. And if you go up, he'll look a bit further back behind him. And let go and you'll get him. So a combination of doing one way. So actually all I'm doing here is just turning the brown and then turning the brown. But you might have to hold the black. It depends on how you go. And that's how you can get him to move. And you can also push down. So I'm holding this tension, I'm pushing down here on the top, holding the tension, and then I turn, holding the tension, then I turn, holding the tension, then turn, holding the tension, then turn. So I'm holding the tension down with these fingers, and then pushing down with those. And it's to get him to look up while he's turning, see? You can look up while he's turning. And a combination of this, you can watch me do this a few times in the replay of the video. I'll turn it back a bit so you can see. And you can get them to do a lot of movement. The other thing you'd also do is move your shoulder. Sometimes I find just a little subtle movement of his shoulder with the head moving at the same time will kind of give him a little bit of extra movement. And the other thing you can do, put this just do the one finger, but then lean forward and lean back. Just move your shoulder, just move your shoulder. You practice a little bit in the mirror and you can just move your shoulder. And people don't really notice the subtle movements of your shoulder as he sort of looks up because they're too busy watching this thing, and a little bit of extra movement as he's moving. See? You can just go wobbly and then move him up. And just do this subtly as you're walking around and no one will notice, especially if it's in your hands. So usually what I do is put it down near my lap down here, a bit lower, and no one notices as you're walking around. Thank you so much for trusting me with your puppet, and I will send this guy once you give me your approval. Thank you so much. This is Box Dragon Puppets. Bye bye.